it's Michelle here. I hope you're doing really well today. I hope I'm in the Empaths and Sensitives group. I'm supposed to be here at noon every single day doing our 7 days of intuitive development. Sorry about how I'm looking. We've been painting for like 24 hours straight. So you might hear some people in the background and hopefully it works out. So with that in mind, today my plan was to do card readings, oracle card readings. And then I realized I'm not home because I've been painting and I don't have my cards. So then I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to switch gears and I'll do something else. And then right before I popped on, I heard, just give readings. Like you don't need cards, just do readings. And I thought, perfect, okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I wanna talk a little bit though, like, you know, I'm happy to give readings. I love it. It's one of my passions. It's fulfilling to me. More fulfilling to me now is helping people develop their own abilities. And I think it's, I'm not going to remember who said this. Oh, I'm not even going to remember the right quote. I think it was, it's not going to come to me. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's not a time to just know anymore. Like we're not living in a time where I'm supposed to give you information about your life and that's good enough. We're living in a time now to know how. Like how do we access information? How do we trust what we're getting, the messages we're getting? How do we act on it? This is an inside job now. I really want to move away from like giving readings and people thinking it's great. The readings are great, but what's greater is when you trust the information that you get for yourself. When you are the oracle, when the wisdom is within you, because all that's true. And think about someone who has to go to somebody else to get information versus someone who trusts themselves enough and gets the answers and the connection to source themselves. Like that way is the most empowering way, right? Do you guys agree with that? And I have paint all over my hands too. Oh, I see some people popping up. Thank you guys for being here. Vicky, Holly, Jordana, Olivia, thanks for being here. Liv, Stacy, Lynn, Janie, Angela, and another Michelle. Awesome. Okay, so here's what I want to do. So with, you know how I just said, we're not in a time to give readings. We're in a time to like know how. So I'm like, let's start me teaching you a technique to help you read yourself. I hear some people saying, I agree. And Marsha's here. Marsha, I was just reading your post inside of Intuition Circle. I'm sending you love. Marsha is a nurse. She's helping so many people right now. I've been praying for you. Okay, so I want to teach you guys a technique that I teach inside of Intuition Circle. And I call it the 2 roads technique. Sometimes I catch myself calling it the 2 paths technique, but it's the 2 roads technique. And it works best when you've got your choice between 2 things. For example, when I taught this in January, I was debating on whether to move houses or not. And I think I had a lot of people reach out to me and I'm like, try the 2 roads technique on me. Should I move or should I stay where I'm at? So let's do it together. I want you to pick something in your life where you're torn between this way or this way. Like you could go down this path or you could go down this path. Pick something first. Okay, got something? Type it in the chat. If you say yes, I've got something I want to work on, or no, I guess I don't have anything. It's like this works best when you've got 2 choices, maybe 3 choices. I've done it for so many things, like even helping my kids out. You know, should I take her to this doctor? Is this the right path? Or should I take her to this healer, like traditional? Or should we go alternative for one of my girls recently? Okay, good. I'm getting some yeses. Okay, so here's all you do. Depending on how you're wired, you know, some people are clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant. Some people can see, some people feel, some people hear, some people know. All of those are awesome. One's not better than another, but if you can, close your eyes. And I want you to think of 2 roads now. Imagine you've got a road to the left and a road to the right. And I want you to place your decision on those roads. So for example, when I had, like I'll do a real one right now. One of my girls is struggling right now and I'm debating on, do I need to find a new traditional doctor or do I need to find like an alternative doctor or healer? So pick your two things. So I put traditional doctor on this road over this way, and I put alternative doctor over here on this way. So you do the same thing. Decide what thing is going on the roads. Okay, now focus on one of the roads and just start walking down that road. So like I'm walking down the traditional doctor road. Notice what road you're walking down. Just walk down it. Notice if it's dark or light. Don't judge it yet. Just notice how you feel as you walk along this path. Notice anything along the way. Just notice, keep walking. Like I don't really see, I'm more of a feeler. And I'm going to share with you what I got just so you get I want you to see how subtle it is. Like my stuff isn't wow at all. I'm walking along the path. I saw one little red flower. Then I walked along and there was nothing for a while. And I have to walk a long way in order to see another little teeny yellow flower. Now that's what I perceived. If I was going to interpret that, and what we perceive is never wrong. Our interpretations can be off. So I'm on the traditional road, traditional doctor road, and if I was going to interpret that right now, to me it feels like I have to be on this road a long time in order to just for two things to go right. In order to get help, I have to go a long way for two good things to happen. That's how I interpreted that. I might be wrong with that, but that's how it feels to me right now. Okay, so I'm going to let that road go. Did you guys do your road? Okay, I'm going to switch to the other road. Go to the other road now. This is, for me, it's the alternative healer doctor road. And I'm just going to walk down the road. Just notice how I feel, notice what I see. Are you guys doing it too, I hope? And I'm going to share what I get. Again, not that you really care about my roads. I'm more showing you to see that, it's not magical. I'm just connected to my visions and my feelings. And you are too. So when I go down this road, there's lots of roads off of this one. And I'm drawn to go off the main road and down this road. And at first, I feel like we have no idea where we're headed. And then it kind of opens up into, almost reminds me of water, like tributaries. And so I need to so I just keep walking down those roads. And so I'm going to just let that go for a sec so that was what I saw. That was my perception. And then my interpretation was, shoot, this is a long road too. And I have a lot of feelings of unknown. I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction, but there's definitely a lot more options, I guess. But I still have a lost feeling. Okay, tell me about yours. Now, I wouldn't stop with that. I would go down those roads and dig deeper and just feel more into it. Okay, I'm going to start reading. Tell me what you guys thought of that. Let's just start with the subtle stuff. Did you feel a difference with the two roads? Yes or no? That would be the coolest thing to start off first. Like, just could you feel a subtle difference between this road and this road? Okay, Vicky says, walking straight ahead, not turning right or left. I'm walking straight though. Awesome, straight through. Yes, yes. Raldi says, mine is filled with anxiety and exhaustion. So what does that say to you? Jordana said, I can feel the difference. Awesome. Julius says, hi, Michelle. I'm asking for a reading to further connect with my guides. So Julius, that's awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to individual readings today. I'm more trying to teach everyone how to actually use a technique and get their own information right now. Yes, says Michelle. Stacy says, I see purple. Awesome. So you perceived purple. And then what's your interpretation of purple, Stacy? What does purple mean to you? Marcia knows this technique well, so I'm interested to see what you say. One road was dark and blocked. What does that mean to you, Marcia? Tavia says, yes, I feel a difference between the two roads. Awesome. So if you're brand new to this and you've already felt a subtle change, that's awesome. This stuff we do is so subtle, but you can get really good at it. And there's so much information in the subtle things that we perceive. Carla said, one felt strained and the other felt calm, even though the road that felt constrained is the one other people tell me is a great option. Interesting. Isn't that, Carla? Isn't that interesting? Holly said, yes, I got tears on one thing. Awesome, Holly. Just because you're not clairvoyant, just because you can't see, doesn't mean anything. Listen to what you just said. You said, I had tears on one, hope on another. You read with your emotions. You don't read with your inner vision. You get information through emotion. And that's just as valid as clairvoyance. You're called a clairsentient. A lot of people don't realize that. Carla says, yes, indeed. Awesome. Okay, I hope that was helpful. So it was so funny since I didn't have my cards today and it was going to be easy to go boom, boom, boom. I just thought, okay, I'm just going to get on and see what would help you guys. And it's like someone giving you information versus someone teaching you how to get information. Do you see the difference? Although I got to be honest, it's fun to give readings. So let's just do one right now. I'm just going to pick one person who's still here. Just say if you're, like I can see a few people. I'm going to grab Stacy's. Stacy said, I felt nothing from one and exhausted from the other, and the color purple. Okay, Stacy, you're in Intuition Circle now, right? You're already in the group, aren't you? Yes? I know you. Okay, so I'm just, Stacy, do I have your permission to tap in and just give you a little bit of information on what I'm getting for you? If you're still here, Stacy, and I'll wait. I don't want to tap in if you're like, no, don't do that on a Facebook Live. Stacy, are you still there? If not, I'll grab one of these people who are giving me a thumbs up or saying me or yes. But okay, Stacy, do I have your permission then? Okay, I'm gonna tap in, Stacy, because I think you just said yes to me. Okay, yes, awesome. Okay, so here we go. Stacy Moreno. You felt nothing, exhaustion, and purple. So purple, I know this purple, how I'm seeing it for you is your spiritual path, your spiritual growth, your connection to spirit, your connection to kind of like I hear, this is who I am. And it feels, I know it sounds silly, but I almost feel like an Easter feeling with it. But in the words, this is who I am. And I know it's about your spiritual connection, something about you and your spirit, or you connecting to your spirit, or something with that is the purple, the way I'm getting it. And then exhaustion, I'm tapping into that because you said that. and I get this feeling of throwing away the old stuff. Like I feel like maybe you're carrying some stuff and trying to step into this new space and still carrying some of the old stuff, and that's causing some exhaustion. And so my question to you would be, what can you let go of, or what's the word? Something about time. It's time. Do you know what, how is this? It's time to let go of something. Do you know what it is? That's the best way I can say it. It's time to let go of something. Do you know what it is? There's something that's causing you exhaustion. Do you know what it is? And it's time to let that go. And then I know you said something like, I got nothing on one road. And I feel like I have nothing to say about that, because you getting nothing on that road is the information. And I don't know if the information is there's nothing there or it's neutral. I don't have the details to that yet, but you getting nothing is actually the message. Okay, can you give us a little feedback, Stacy? Maybe just this. Did any of that make sense? So while she's doing that, I want to share with you a little bit about Intuition Circle. Like what we just did here is exactly what we would do inside of Intuition Circle. I teach techniques and then we practice those techniques. And not in a scary way where you feel put on the spot. Many people observe for a while, but eventually you're going to want to give a little piece of information and get some feedback. The fastest way I know how to help someone develop their abilities is to play with them, to use them. I always use the analogy of riding a bike. Like we don't just read about riding a bike and we're good at riding bikes. We have to get on the bike, ride the bike, and then we're good at riding bikes. So intuition's the same way. It's a muscle. And we all have that muscle. If you have a desire to develop your abilities, then you have abilities to develop. And look, if you're here watching me and you think it's cool, like what we're doing, then you have abilities to develop. I only attract people now who are of like mind, who just get juiced from this kind of thing. Olivia, Intuition Circle is open right now. Thanks, Liv. My daughter's here posting for me. The link is in the description and maybe in this thread now. The doors are open we have them open for 7 days. I think we have them open now maybe for 5 more days. I'm not exactly sure. If you're interested, give it a try. It's a monthly membership. You can try it for 1 month. If you decide it's not for you, I'm happy to give you your money back. It's $47 a month. And again, I'm happy to give you your $47 back if you decide it's not for you. That doesn't happen very often. We usually, once people join, they love it. We have a series of, there's so many master classes in there about, I'm not going to remember all of them. Oh wait, Stacy said something. I want to get her feedback. Yes, it makes sense. I need to go further with my spiritual work and let go of the past. I have a very hard time letting go. I've been trying to meditate and hypnotic writing. I have received your full name twice. That's awesome. So Stacy, in my meditation, I say this: send me people I can help. Send me people I can help. And then I just go about my day and do my work. And then when I hear things like that, it's awesome. I had a cool thing happen like that for me. I think it was in 2015. This is a hard story to believe, but it happened. I had this number kept popping up on my cell phone, and I didn't recognize it, from Mount Shasta, California, I think, which I've never been there. And I ignored it. And then I went to call somebody. And as soon as I went to, or actually I was on with insurance and I was trying to turn it off. As soon as I did, that Mount Shasta number popped up again and I accidentally answered. And a monk was calling me from Mount Shasta. And he said, your numbers to this cell phone number keep popping up in my meditation, so we need to talk. And we ended up talking, and he told me things about my life. And then he said, thank you very much. And I never heard from him again. So I don't know why I told you guys that story. It was so cool. And then my life started to really change after that. Okay, Andrea says, definitely interested. Tracy says, everyone has abilities. It's our hidden birthright. I agree. Stacy says, thank you so much. You are welcome. Oh, good. Stacy, I'm so glad you're either joined already or you're joining now. For some reason, I feel like I know you. And then Carrie says, love this. Awesome, Carrie. If you love this, you're going to love the women inside of Intuition Circle if you're willing to try it for a month. Kelly, hi, Kelly. You and I are going to get together next week if you're free. And Terry says, how cool. Yeah, it was really cool. I almost sometimes don't tell that story because I don't think it's believable, but it really did happen. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions about Intuition Circle. I'll be back on tomorrow in front of me right now. And Olivia has the link to Intuition Circle. Again, we have a Facebook group for just members. We have live Zoom calls together several times a month. What else? We practice online. We practice on Zoom, which I don't want that to scare anyone. I'm really best at helping people who are in doubt of their abilities, let go of the doubt. So if you're kind of new to stepping into this, then Intuition Circle's for you. If you've been doing this stuff for years and it's your thing, Intuition Circle's probably not for you unless you just want to connect with like-minded people. Okay? Jordana says, Intuition Circle has been very warm and welcoming. I'm glad. Amy said, that's an awesome story. Thanks. I've always thought I was so weird. I never fit in anywhere. Well, Terry, do you like what we're doing here? If you do, then you're going to love the world we live in inside of Intuition Circle. Okay, I hope that was helpful today. Thank you for your time and being here, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And some of you, I can tell I'm going to see inside of Intuition Circle. You'll have access to everything as soon as you join, but if you have any questions, you'll reach out to me. You'll have my email. Okay, bye. Have a great day.